Voting is ongoing and fan bases are not relenting. But I saw something in a different poll altogether. It seems Mmeli has overtaken Didi. Yo guys,
Hello, thank you for clicking on this video. Go ahead and hit the like button. We are analyzing and updating on Big Brother Bbmzansi season 6. Let's get right into it.
now guys, I had shared a poll yesterday where I told you people that Liema and Tandeka and Didi are the top 3 on that poll. In fact, somebody said in the comments, he said, Didi girl, go continue to be there with the top dogs. But then guys, I have a different poll altogether, and in this particular poll you guys are going to be seeing a different thing altogether. The bottom 3 in this particular poll has remained the same. Marshall, okay, no, it did not remain the same. The one I shared yesterday, I told you guys that Marshall, Ilano and Dene Jones are the bottom 3, but it seems some people are arising for their people. But it's quite unfortunate that Marshall is still the least voted housemate. Aside being a gossip, I think people are really finding him very would I say, I don't want to use the word, very annoying with his constant and consistent gossip. So I'm going to be telling you guys the percentage. Marshall has just 2% of the vote so far. Today is Tuesday and the voting closes on Thursday. So Marshall has 2% on the vote, followed by King Wanda. King Wanda was supposed to be up last week, but he was not. I do fear for him. I don't know how strong his fans are, but it seems he's not really getting most of the votes. King Wanda has 5% on the votes, followed by Ramona, who has got 6% of the votes. Ramona was not supposed to be up for possible eviction because nobody nominated her, but then the plot twists keep coming, and this plot twist are literally making me scared because I don't want what happened in the Mmeli season to repeat itself, where a plot twist came and a particular housemate evicted the other. Because right now I think there was something they did in the house today, and where you have to put hashtag likes and also Biggie keeps introducing a lot of things and you do not know exactly when it's going to affect your fave. So in as much as you are voting aggressively on the poll, you still have to do your bit, pray for your fave and pray that grace locates them. The bottom 3 on this poll today are Marshall, King Wanda and Ramona. Things keep changing. I have promised to update you guys on the poll morning and evening. At least every day I'm going to update you guys on the different polls we have on the social space. But one thing I'm going to say is this: please just know that the online polls are now the actual voting poll, but sometimes they come off as accurate. You don't have to look down on them, but you don't have to concentrate on them. You don't have to go vote on the online polls and you feel you have voted for your fave. You just have to use the right at DSTV, use your cards, use your numbers, use the appropriate voting site to vote. Now the other person we have is Dene Jones. Yo guys, Dene Jones have gone to the top. I am really very surprised. So at the 4 from the bottom we have Q. Q has got 8% of the votes. Ilano has gone up. Probably he has supporters. He has people who are supporting him, voting for him. He has got 9% of the votes. And Dene Jones have gone up. I am not surprised because I've seen so many people say they are going to support Dene Jones to stay back in the house. Like I said yesterday, Dene Jones was one person I thought would have been in the top finalists, but it's quite unfortunate that I am not seeing her there with what is going on in Big Brother's house. So for now, we have in the top 6, okay, we have Marshall, followed by King Wonder, followed by Ramona. We have Q, we have Ilano and Dene Jones. The lineup is crazy. 10 housemates up for possible eviction. I have a feeling, or I'm having the feeling, that 3 housemates might actually be leaving the house this Sunday. It all depends on Biggie, but at least 2 housemates are going to be leaving the house this Sunday. So keep on voting for your faves to push them up there. I don't know who and who are actually supporting Danny Jones, but I think it's hard time some of them start changing their approach or their attitude, whether it's what is drawing them backwards. They actually had a meeting today in the house, which I'm going to talk about later because I'm at the workplace. When I go home, I'm going to update you guys on everything that happened today in Biggie's house. Now, guys, before in the top 3, I had Liema, Tandeka, and Didi. But you guys can see that this particular poll is giving me Mmeli in the top 3. There has been a lot of backlash on Mmeli. There has been a lot of talks saying the only thing he did wrong was following Tandeka. Tandeka packed his fans, and you've seen posts where people say, please vote for this person alone, vote for that person alone. I think he's just being himself because every other person in the house, there is literally nothing spectacular they are doing different from the others. Yeah. There is nothing spectacular they are doing from the others, so I think it's just a thing of luck. Okay, so right here, Didi is among the top 4. She's now in the top 4. Mmeli has overtaken her post. Didi has 10% of the votes, and we come to the top 3. We have Mmeli, who has 11% of the votes, and Tandeka, who has 14% of the votes. This is one thing with being in a ship. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it does not, because I keep wondering, how are shippers going to share the votes? Probably shippers are going to share these votes, some for Mmeli, some for Tandeka. But in as much as they're in a ship, I just hope that they have their individual fans, and I hope that Mmeli is strong. I don't know if his fans followed him from Titans, but I see a lot of the campaign because people are not happy that he is with Tandeka. And guess what? Whoa, I don't think Tandeka just got only 1 like in the house today, and yeah, that's not so good. It's just like Ashley. I remember somebody posting something to me or writing in the comments for me that if Biggie introduces like the twist they had last season in the Shiamosha, that Tandeka may be at risk. That is, if a housemate have got a power to evict and it happens to be somebody who is not in cool or is not in a good relationship with Tandeka, there's every possibility that Tandeka may actually be leaving the house if they introduce an unfavorable twist. Yeah. Well, I think she's really misunderstood in the house. Each time trying to get her point across, housemates misunderstand her, which is not very okay. But on the other hand, I still need Tandeka to tone it down a bit. Dana Jones was trying to tell her something, but I guess it was supposed to be in private, giving people that opportunity to also speak and listen to others. So let's see how it goes with the Tandeka. Now, coming to the topmost housemates, guys, the margin Liema gave Tandeka is so much. You guys can see 26%, 14. Yo, that's a lot of margin. That's a lot of margin. People have criticized the returnees. People have criticized the production, bringing back Liema into the house. But I don't think it's like that. Liema is just one lucky girl who is lucky to have supporters, fans. So I don't think, or probably production is using it to test the all-stars. They talked about the all-stars, how it's gonna be, so they are using this to kind of like test how the all-stars is definitely going to be. And it would have been anybody. It was to vote. Her fans voted for her to be in. It would have been Lorato Modise. It would have been this other guy, Sepali. But then it's one thing to have a fan base, it's another thing for them to stick with you through thick and thin. So it's just her luck. And Tandeka also has fans, so nobody's gonna paint it or tag it on production for bringing the returnees back. And that Liema is just loved. If it's her luck, it's her luck. So Liema is the one topping all the polls with a very high margin. If it continues like this, I think this guy may go away with the money. Alright, share your thoughts in the comment section, guys, and I'll definitely see people in my next one. Bye.